What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. Smith back for another commentary. Today I want to talk about the guilty verdict for Amber Geiger. She was basically found guilty of. She was a police officer from Dallas, Texas. She was found guilty of killing someone that was in her house. Let me break it down to you. She got off duty. She parked in the wrong level of the parking garage. That placed her. That you used to go in through your normal motions. Every single time you park in a certain garage level, you take the elevator up by 1 floor or 2 floors, you get off on your floor. She parked in a different garage level, so that placed her normal routine off, so that she got off on the wrong floor. So instead of getting off on her floor, which is the 3rd floor, she got off on the 4th floor, which is Botham Jean's particular floor. This is the young man that was killed, the 26-year-old man that was killed in his apartment, that's going about his business. Now, she's basically saying that she was tired from doing overtime and all this stuff, and she got off, and then this one little thing that she parked in the wrong level of the apartment complex, and she got on the elevator, she got off on the wrong floor, threw her off, and she went to the wrong apartment, thought it was hers. Look, something that simple can't throw you off to where you go out there and kill somebody by accident, right? If you're a doctor, you can't go out there and operate on the wrong person and amputate, do heart surgery on the wrong person. You're supposed to check the name and medical record number, date of birth, to make certain you're operating on the right person. So even though there might be a mistake there, or maybe someone wrote down the wrong, it's your job to do your due diligence before you go out there and you do your surgery. So this one little thing, you parked in the wrong garage. This is the reason why someone's dead. You know what I mean? And again, they didn't give. This is something that they have to stop doing. When a police officer shoots somebody, or you have 24 hours to think about it. Like, huh? You're a murder suspect. You don't have 24 hours to get your story together. 24 hours to call your lawyer. This is still a system of, or mimics South African apartheid, where you can do whatever the hell you want. If you're white and a black, is like there's certain rules. It's two different rules, two different justice systems. All right. So just because you parked in the wrong level of the garage, and you took the elevator, and it threw you off to where instead of being on the 3rd floor, you're on the 4th floor. This person had a prayer mat in front of their particular apartment. The apartment might be the same type of layout, but this guy was a single bachelor. So. You understand what I'm saying? Inside the apartment, he's Caribbean, so he probably had different types of food smells and different types of oils, and you enter the apartment. I can enter the same apartment in my building, same side. I would know it's not my apartment. You get off on the floor, the lights are different. Maybe on one floor the light might be dimmer than the other floor. The paint is not the same texture of paint. You understand? So something's going to be different. The tiles on the floors, it's going to be something off. Someone's going to have a certain decoration on their door that's not on your floor. So so something must have been up with her. She might have been high, drunk, who knows, right? But we wouldn't know because they don't test her blood. They didn't test her blood for till 24 hours after. And this is what has to start. If someone is accused of murder, you're supposed to test their blood. You're supposed to get their statement on the site. On the scene, not give them 24 hours to go forward off with their lawyer and come up with the best defense. That's not justice. You see, so even with all that, they were still trying to dig into this young man's past, trying to find anything. Maybe he had a little marijuana arrest. Maybe he had drugs in his apartment. They were trying to dig and search for any little thing, anything to smudge or break down his name, so where they can justify the shooting. He was a Christian from St. Lucia, which has 60-something odd thousand people, and it's a very small island, and they're religious, which is something where you can't be a fool for Christ, right? That means you can't sit there and say, I'm a Christian, I'm not going to fight you. Of course, I'm not going to sit there and argue with you and fight you, but if you punch me in my face, I have to defend myself. Okay, there's some people that from the old time religion saying that, they could never kill somebody, they're a Christian. You have to have military, you have to have police. Okay? So you have to have someone that's a pastor, someone that's a preacher. You have to have the people that pray. And then you have to have the people that go out there and fight wars. You have to have the people that keep law and order. You have to have those things in order to have a society. So you can't just have an immoral society where everybody's doing whatever they want. You can't have a lawless society. You can't have a society without military. People take you over. People take you over. That means you can't go out to the battlefield with the Bible alone. Another saying, you can't yam Bible leaf, right? That means if you can't yam Bible leaf, that means I cannot eat the pages of the Bible. So I have to go out there and make money. I have to go out there and have some type of substance. The Bible cannot be my only substance. It's my spiritual substance, my mental substance, but it's not my physical substance. I eat the pages of the Bible is not going to do me any physical, it's not going to make me get fat if I eat the pages of the Bible. I have to have protein and calcium, nutrients and stuff like that. The Bible's not going to give me that. So I have to go out there and work for it. You understand what I'm saying? So that means you can't just yam Bible leaf and figure, oh, well, I'm a Christian, so I don't have to go out there and work. No, you have to go out there and make money in order to eat. You can't yam Bible leaf, oh, well, I can't be in the military because I can't kill anybody. That's part of life. If you're in the military, if you go to war, you have to be able to kill somebody and defend the country. If you're a police officer, you have to be able to kill somebody and defend the country. You have to defend you have to be able to kill somebody, defend yourself. Somebody's going to tell you to go out there and start a fight. But you can't be a fool for Christ and figure, oh, I can't hurt anybody. No. You understand what I'm saying? What happens if you're a military and everybody's out there with the Bible? I can't do it, I can't know. What the hell? What do you think ISIS is going to do? They're going to come and chop your heads off. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come and just take an AK and mow y'all down like idiots and throw dirt on top and keep it moving. So you have to have someone that's out there aggressive saying, okay, I'm a Christian, but I'm a common sense Christian. I'm not going to sit here and allow myself to be taken advantage of. These people are the old time, they're from the Caribbean, and they're the old time religious people. And even the pastor said, and I quote, the conviction is proof that God is in control. Okay, all right, so he's a pastor of a church. It's proof that God is in control. Maybe some of it was because they might not want to, they might try to stem any type of riots that might break out. And he's trying to be Christian, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing. But this is basically when sometimes people use the religion and they go too far with it, and they're too literal, right? And he's from St. Lucia. St. Lucia has 178,000 people. All right. So his younger brother, Jean, wanted to give Amber Geiger a hug, and he was allowed to give her a hug in court. That's nice. He's forgiving. Okay, and he prayed for her, which is a Christian thing. Everything is about being religious with them. They have certain belief pattern, right? They believe that, okay, if you don't forgive, then how is God going to forgive them if they don't forgive human beings? Okay, which is true, which is the truth. Okay, but this was an act that was done, you wouldn't say maliciously, but extremely negligently. This is negligence, straight up negligence. She's wrong from the start. There's no way that you can justify her being right. She's wrong. And instead of basically, they believe that their brother is gone anyhow. The son is gone anyhow. So it will give nothing more than just forgive the person and be a good Christian. And again, that's basically being a fool for Christ sometimes. You're not going to sit and swallow your family member's death and just gotta forgive her, gotta hug her. No. A little bit too damn much, but the younger brother gave her a hug, and basically he wants her to give her life to Christ, which is being a good Christian. The judge also, which is basically, she's going to be on an investigation. You can't be a judge and you're hugging the convicted murderer. You can't do that. Again, apartheid. There's basically two sets of rules here that's basically being applied directly in front of our faces. No other convicted murderer would basically get a hug from a judge. Okay, so she's white, she's blonde hair, she's female. That's everybody's pampering her, and basically, oh, she didn't mean it. Well, Botham Jean or John didn't mean to get killed in his own apartment, just mind his own business. Okay, so this family didn't mean to lose a loved one and have to go out there and bury them. So, right, this is negligence. It's basically driving 90 miles an hour in a school zone, 330. You see what I'm saying? So, what do you think is going to happen if you're driving this fast in a school zone at this time? I mean, common sense, right? So this is negligence. So she deserves prison time. 10 years? There's people that got caught with drugs and doing 30 years and nobody died. Nonviolent drug crimes, again, 2 sets of rules for everybody. Yeah, so basically the brother offered to give her a hug and the judge offered to give her a hug. Seems like this entire system is slanted. You know what I mean? And again, the brother offered to give her a hug, but he also, when they called him up there, he basically said, oh, he hopes she doesn't do any jail time. Oh, he forgives her. This was done before the sentencing was done. This wasn't done after. So his testimony probably helped the jury come back with a 10-year sentence. So this person probably helped this woman, Amber Geiger, get a lighter sentence. Again, you're trafficking on Bible belief. You're trying to be a fool for Christ, and you basically you don't have no food in the house, and you just take the Bible belief, put it right in the plate, and try for Nyan Bible belief. And try Nyan Bible belief is not going to work. Okay, so this is basically where people can be too religious and not have any common sense. You need somebody to fight war, so that means the guy has to be trained in order to hand-to-hand combat. He has to be willing to kill because of the war zone. This police officer has to be trained. Martial arts has to be trained to restrain. Oh, I'm a Christian. I couldn't hold somebody against their will. You need to have someone with common sense. You need to have someone praying for the people with common sense that's going to go out there and implement the laws. Right? So it's the old-time religion. Oh, just go ahead and worship the Bible faithfully without any question. Fine. But this is a certain time where if I can basically speak up for my brother's behalf so that this person gets a heavier sentence, then I will do that. I'm not going to speak up to say, well, she doesn't deserve any prison time. Oh, she gives her life. No, come on. It's when you start using common sense and start looking out for yourself. Okay, I'm not going to go start a fight. But I'm not going to go out and have someone beat up on me either, right? If someone's beating up on me, I'm not going to sit there and stab them to death, but I'm going to defend myself. So you have to find a middle ground. When you're extremely religious, there's no middle ground. You just basically do what the Bible tells you. So there's no room for any common